Come one, come all. Let's see how this starts off. I know you guys are probably wondering. I know you guys are probably wondering. All right, so welcome. I want to welcome you all to the channel. Those of you that might got alerted, those of you that may have not gotten alerted, which there's a really high chance that a lot of y'all didn't get alerted. So what I usually do is wait a little bit and allow people to gather in, all that good stuff, to say where they are from. I know there's a good chance that y'all are not being alerted. New timeout lengths. You can now time people out for different lengths ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. Dang. What if my moderators know that? Kathy McGinnis, thank you for being in here. Appreciate you being in here. There's 39 people in here. Y'all go ahead and tell me where y'all from. Where are y'all tuning in from? Got Kathy McGinnis in the house. We got Leo Mazzina. Bernie Miranda says, hey, Ty, Wisconsin in the house. Okay, all right. I love the Dells. Absolutely is our favorite vacation, one of our favorite vacation spots. Watching from the Bay Area, California. I heard that, Sammy. T-Rex says, hello, Ty. We got Marisol Velez from New York City. Ooh-wee. Kathy McGinnis, Marietta, California. Penny Schmidt is from Ohio in the house. What's going on? Oops. Kelowna, BC, Canada in the house. Hey, Ty, Orange County, California in the house, says Mike. Jerry Slack from Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run. I know Bone Thugs and Harmony just got a street, East 99 there, huh? All right, Mike. I already got Mike. We got Jeremy Slack. We got Bexy from the UK. William Shitchens says hello, Ty. Mr. Spark on and said, what's good? Texas in the house. I heard that. All right. AS. Georgia in the house. T-Rex says Northwest Ohio. That's a funny. I don't know what you're trying to say. William Chicken. Sounds weird. Says East Texas. Williams Hitchens. There we go. Williams Hitchens. That S and the H right there kind of threw me off a little bit right there. But welcome all y'all in here. Appreciate y'all for letting me know where y'all tuning in from. Good to know that we're about 2 minutes in. And Pensacola. Oh, we close to my home. Ooh, close to my home. I know you from, Debbie. I know you from. Again, I appreciate y'all all being in here right now. Everything sound good, you guys, on my end. You know, is the you know, my mouth lining up with the words that are coming out and all that good stuff. Yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and get ready to get started on here a little bit, folks. All right, I'm gonna start right at the 3-minute mark. If there's a commercial at the 3-minute mark, that means YouTube is doing their jobs. How many of y'all even got notified that I'm doing this right now? Boom, there we go. Should have been a commercial that popped on there, okay? Anyway, all right, welcome, folks, to the channel. Yeah, there was a 3-minute part right here where I was allowing people to gather in and all that good stuff. You are watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, also known as Cancel This. All right, appreciate y'all all tuning in, and we're getting ready to hit on this subject right here, folks. And I think you guys all seen my thumbnail that says breaking. A confident woman rates herself a 8 out of 10. And I got a clip that I want to show you guys. And look, y'all have a right to your own opinions to say what y'all want to say when it comes to this. But I'm going to give y'all with everything. I'm going to give this a fair chance, okay? A fair chance. But I have somebody that knows how I am. I can be jokative. I can roast people. I can do the, y'all seen what I do on Instagram and all that, right? So anyway, I wanted y'all to check out this clip. Let me see if I can bring it up. And we're going to watch the whole thing here. But I'm definitely going to want y'all to watch this clip that I got. Let's see.
Not an 8. It's ridiculous.
To be fair, also, it's interesting to...
Check this out. Let me see if it's going to play through. First, can y'all hear this? Can you guys hear this? Let me know if y'all can hear
Not an 8. It's ridiculous.
To be fair, also, it's interesting to claim to be so religious and so close to Jesus and be so negative.
To tell the truth?
No, I'm just saying...
My worth, and I know it by other people.
All right, so live chat. Folks in the live chat, you guys, okay, so I appreciate y'all telling me that y'all can hear that. Okay, so I want y'all to see it as well. So let me get ready to bring it up, y'all, before we get into it, because I'm going to play this really good. And like I said, I'm just going to be me. I'm not gonna give y'all no. I'm not gonna give you no heads up into what I'm thinking per se, anything like that. But y'all can see right here, and I'm getting ready to show y'all something. Right, I'm gonna show y'all a small little clip first. Let's see. That's not it. Nope, that's not it. I want this to show something else. I want to play the clip. Matter of fact, I'll tell y'all what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. I want y'all to check this out. Or not.
Not an 8. It's ridiculous.
To be fair, also, it's interesting to claim to be so religious and so close to Jesus and be so negative.
To tell the truth?
No, I'm just saying, just to be so
What would
negative.
Jesus do? He'd be like, you're a 10, sweetheart.
Know my value, I know my worth, and I know my beauty, and that is appreciated by other people because beauty is subjective. My fatness doesn't devalue me.
Why?
So I'm an 8. I have been pursued by many men who think I am gorgeous and beautiful. That perception exists whether you have it or not. So guess what? I'll
and
never
if
be
you're
the
the-
only one who thinks
and
I'm
if
hot,
you're-
and I know that bugs the out of you.
But if I have the value judgment of hundreds of millions of people to compare the standard to, and I know that I'm below that threshold and just decide that I'm above that threshold anyway,
I'm not the only
that's not
person who
based
makes
on
that
anything
decision.
objective. You're just making up.
And what societal standards in which country?
I must
In
bug the
every
shit out of
country
you.
on planet Earth, she's not an 8. It's ridiculous.
To be fair, also, it's interesting to claim to be so religious and so close to Jesus and be so negative.
To tell the truth?
No, I'm just saying, just to be so
What would
negative.
Jesus do? He'd be like, you're a 10, sweetheart.
All right, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this got pretty heated, as y'all can see. Let me go back to the clip right here. Okay, so y'all saw that, right? You guys all heard that, and I know that a lot of y'all are getting ready to throw some stuff in here. Let's get ready to get into this a little bit. I knew some jokes was going to be coming in here. Look, I'm going to say this right now. Y'all know I've posted things on my Instagram showing fat people falling and blowing things up. I do stuff to have fun, okay? But I had a lot of people that said they wanted me to just look at this video, listen to her, and just really give it, just be myself. But also they said the reason why they wanted to tell me this and show me this because they wanted me to give the medical aspect behind it. So I'm going to listen to some of this video right here. Shout out to you, Jordan. And I want y'all, we're going to go along with it. That was just a clip, but there was a lot of things that led up to it. So I want y'all to go ahead and get ready to watch this right. Yeah. MD said tons of fun. Let me stop. Stop it. 'Cause we ain't time to roast yet. But listen to this right here.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Like-
there's gonna be other people who are gonna be like, I don't claim it.
Energy. About me being a mother, bro.
That
The
was-
energy.
I have a question for you. Wait, hold on, just one sec. Do you
And
think?
you're a 7'5".
I said 8.
Oh.
Yeah, get it right.
Watch
How did
this.
you
Get
come,
it right,
how did you
Andrew.
come to that value judgment?
Because I don't put within my value within a rigidity. That's not the right word. Rigidity.
Rigidity.
Yeah.
I don't put that within that rigidity of certain, I guess,
Value judgments.
more subjective opinions about what value is. Because I know my value, I know my worth, and I know
Because you're worth it. Let me
my
stop.
beauty that I hold within myself for myself, and that is appreciated by other people. Because at the end of the day, beauty is subjective.
I'm going to pause right there. Let's keep it real. Chat, I know what y'all are doing right now because some of y'all, I'm not going to read y'all comments because y'all going to throw me off. What's going on, Poppy Blanco? That's true. Let's keep it real, y'all. Beauty is subjective. It is. It definitely is subjective. You know how they say love is in the eye of the beholder, and then Jim Carrey and Liar Liar was like, that's what ugly people say. Again, I agree with her. I agree with her on that. Beauty is subjective. There are some people now you look at it and I'm like, whoa, whew. I'm just saying, it really is. There's people that are rather super large and they have pretty faces and everything, right? There are people that are super large and they're handsome. Let's just be real. And then there's people that are super large that are ugly, people that are super large that are men that are ugly. There are women who are thin that are ugly. There are women that are thin that are pretty. There are men that are handsome that are super thin. There are men that are ugly that are super thin. But no matter what, you still end up finding out that there are certain individuals that they end up having, they get married, they have a relationship, and you look at them like, boy, that is one ugly couple. We all, come on, y'all, don't hate. We all do it. But it all depends on what type of person you are. And a lot of times you line that up and y'all, I'm not looking at these comments. A lot of times you judge that based off of what you feel of yourself already. You know what I mean? Like, you look at yourself in the mirror, and let's be real, you sit there and you think to yourself, you know what type of woman you can pull based off of your looks. Women know what type of guy they can get with based off their looks, right? A lot of folks do that. Now, there are cases where women, you say, well, I seen this one woman, she was good looking and the dude was just tore up. But then, hey, that happens. That's an anomaly. And a lot of times you find out the dude got a lot of money. Vice versa. Same exact thing. Opposites attract. That only depends on certain things. It don't mean like a real beautiful woman gonna get with a super jacked up ugly dude, or a real good looking handsome guy is gonna get with a real jacked up butt ugly woman. That's an anomaly. It rarely happens. But anyway, let me digress and get back onto this because I really want y'all to hear this, and apparently they really want me to hear this. So let me get back to it. Where is it at?
And it is absolutely within my right to hold myself to a higher value and how I conduct myself in the world around me.
Yeah, but when you're talking about the value judgment here, my wife, I'm sure that she has a way higher value judgment of me than I have of me. I would agree that she probably should. From her subjective assessment, she probably thinks I'm a great provider. She thinks I'm a great father. She thinks I take care of all of my responsibilities and duties. She can 100% trust me. So she probably has this really high value judgment of me. But when I'm doing an actual assessment of me, like Andrew Wilson, the person, and my looks and how it's reflected outwards to other people, right? I'm adding this value, this value, this value, this value, this value, like a mathematical formula to come up with that equals 4. What are you doing to come up with that other than I just think that we should have high self-esteem because I just think so.
Because I know I'm a good person. Because frankly, if we want to get aesthetic, I don't have a busted face. I'm fat. And if people want...
She said it. She said it now. Okay, let's just go ahead and put that out there. She's the one who just got done saying out of her mouth. She said, I don't have a busted face. That's subjective. Then she the one to turn around and said, I'm fat. So anything I say after this, talking about her being fat, and like you're going to see in this videos, women want to jump to her defense. Y'all don't try to come and jump to the defense, because I'm not going to be saying fat as in a sense to demoralize or anything. I'm going to be saying fat because that's the definition that she chose to use. That's the wording that she chose to use. Just to lay that ground out there for y'all, okay? Just want to let y'all know that, okay? Let's get ready to get back into it.
Want to reduce my value because of my fatness? That's not my problem, and that is not the ideology.
Hold on, wait.
I don't have a busted face. I'm fat, and if people want to reduce my value because of my fatness, that's not my problem, and that is not the ideology I hold for myself.
That is your problem. It's not their problem. If I devalue you because of how fat you are, that's not my problem. Like, I'm not going around suffering with things that you might be suffering with. Now, you look at yourself and say, okay, like I said, I agree with her. She said that being beautiful is subjective. Okay, she said, I don't have a busted face. That's her opinion. I look at her, that's not even close to what I would, just me. No. Look, throw the body out the way. Looking at her face, no. But to her, she said, I don't have a busted face. That's her opinion. That's all well and good. But she turned around and said, my fatness don't devalue me. She said, if you look at me and think that my fatness devalues me, that's your problem, not mine. No. For one, you said that you're fat. And honestly, medical terminology, she's not fat. She is morbidly obese. Let's keep it. She is morbidly obese. Okay, so anyway, keep it going.
I am someone who is pursuing weight loss, not for aesthetics, not for looks, but for my health. And it is something I'm moving forward with because I have been for the past 2 to 3 years now working on my self-love and loving myself into
I thought she was gonna. I thought she was gonna say for the past 2 years she's been working on her weight. No, she said I've been working on self-love and all this, and
a place.
I'll wait till he's back. Here, we have another chat though.
Whoa.
Bro, I always.
Do anything at all if he didn't care.
Right.
Well, it's not for a socialist.
Is important. I mean, I would want to do anything.
Public figure.
For-
That's right. You're a public figure who goes out and
what happened?
Yeah, this one.
I'm claiming that.
Hair is not a variable. I said feeling good.
I'll wait till he's back. Here, we have.
Myself into a place to care enough about myself, on myself.
There we go.
But for my health, and it is something I'm moving forward with because I have been for the past 2 to 3 years now working on my self-love and loving myself into a place to care enough about myself to take my health back into control. When I was being consistently shamed, when I was gang stalked on r/fat people hate in 2015, when I have
Looks like it worked.
I'm still speaking.
I mean, it looks like it worked.
I'm still
right?
speaking.
It works because you're going to
You know,
change.
you're really great at over talking and being disrespectful, and I'd love the opportunity to get my point across.
Okay, but so just to cut in here a little bit, the original question was rate your looks
Yeah.
because you mentioned your personality.
Pay attention to the question here, folks. Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10.
Personality or whatever it is.
And like I said, my fatness
Notice that he said your looks. He said rate yourself based off your looks.
doesn't devalue me
Why?
So I'm an A.
Why doesn't it?
because I think that fat
'Cause you
can be beautiful. It's my assessment of my looks, right?
Yeah, but why
okay.
is it that your own
Why ask
assessment
her
of
to
your
tell her
looks
that her
has
perception's
nothing to do with how the external world perceives you? That's my
Uh-oh.
problem.
Give a shit.
Right, because you don't care, so there's no
I
real
don't care
value
about.
judgment.
I don't care about other people's opinion of me. It's not
Okay, I see what she's saying. Okay.
I hold of myself.
Yeah,
And
it
if you
is.
don't- If you don't live that way, that sucks for
If
you.
because you don't care, so there's no
I
real
don't care
value
about.
judgment.
I don't care about other people's opinion of me. It's not more important than the opinion of I hold of myself.
One of the things that gets me a lot of times here is that there's always somebody, a lot of times like this, when women, when they see or when they feel that another woman is being ganged up on or something like this, they love to try to go in there and defend her. I'll be like, look, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. See what I'm saying? At whatever, if y'all watch this, can y'all have me on y'all show? Y'all, I would love to go on y'all show. Like, I don't know if y'all got some pre-written thing that y'all don't want us to really just give it to people, whatever like that, like be flat out blunt, but like in cases like this, I'm talking to her in the red. I'm talking to the lady in the red. I'm not talking to you. So when everybody try to jump in there, yeah, but you don't, I'm not talking to you. This is me and her. You stay right there. And then if you and I want to have a disagreement on it, we'll do that. But right now, I'm talking to her right here. Quit trying to jump in there and defend her.
Self.
Yeah,
And
it
if you
is.
don't- If you don't live that way, then how can give a shit?
Right, because you don't care, so there's no
I
real
don't care
value
about.
judgment.
I don't care about other people's opinion of me. It's
you
not
speak
more
for
important
the
than the
rest
opinion
of
of
the
I hold of
world?
myself.
Yeah,
And
it
if you
is.
don't- If you don't live that way, that sucks for you.
If there's a value judgment of how you would self-assess your own looks, the only possible conceivable metric I could even think of would be the perception of how other people view you for your value judgment
And
of
I
how
was in a
you look.
relationship for almost 8 years with someone who thought my
How would you-
body
how could
was
how could
the
you ever
most
come up with a
beautiful
metric?
thing.
That's cat. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no. Did y'all hear that part? Oh, wait, did y'all hear the Did you hear that part? Okay, I got to go back and play that one. Y'all pay attention to everything she's about to say right here, man.
How other people view you for your value judgment
And
of
I
how
was in a
you look.
relationship for almost 8 years with someone who thought my
How would you-
body
how could it-
was
how could
the
you ever
most
come up with a
beautiful
metric?
thing he had ever seen.
That was for
Subjective. Look at the host's face. making this bigger. Hold on. Check out the host's face, man. Woo! Wait a minute. Look at his face, man. Look at his face. Bro looking like, what? He like, oh, really? Oh, no, y'all. I'm sorry. Like I said, let's keep it real. It is very, it's subjective. She was in a relationship for 5-some plus years, and he thought her body was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. That's he's being subjective on what he felt about her body. I'm being subjective right now, and I'm calling cap. But that's me. Ain't that, whoo. Lord forgive me. Anyway, no, I'm being real. Wow, man. Hold on. Okay, let me continue on, y'all. But that got me. I got to look at his faces, too.
View you for your value judgment
And
of
I
how
was in
you
a
look.
relationship for almost 8 years with someone who thought my body was
how could
the
you ever
most
come up with a
beautiful
metric?
thing he had ever seen. And he had told me that more often than not.
See, but then you telling us what this guy said. They're asking, what do you think of yourself? Don't say, well, this guy said this. No, what do you say?
Go ahead.
She just got done saying, see, that's what I'm saying. I would love to be on this. You just got done saying, I don't care. I don't give a F about what nobody think of me. I don't, long as I. But then you turn around and you want to justify yourself by saying, I had a guy who was with me for 5 years and he thinks that my body was the best he's ever. I thought you didn't care about what nobody thought about you, but yet you want to use some guy that so-called thought your body was the most beautiful thing in the world as a justification as to why you rate yourself or value yourself the way that you do. Anyway, I agree with dude so far. You base it off the perception around the world about yourself when it comes to certain things like this.
He had told me that more often than not.
Wait, can you speak certain
Yeah,
things?
he had told me that more often than not. I have been pursued by many men who think I am gorgeous and beautiful.
She's been pursued by men who think that she's gorgeous and beautiful.
That perception exists whether you have it or not.
Okay, so assume for a second, I can assume inside of, I can envision a world where you're the only human being who's inside of the
And
world.
guess what? I'll
And
never
if
be
you're
the only one who thinks I'm hot, and I know that bugs the shit out of you,
If you're
dude.
the only human being who's inside of a world, I can perceive that I can come up with whatever metric I want for myself because I have nothing to compare it to. So if I have nothing to compare it to and I have nobody else's value judgment, then I can say I'm the most beautiful person who's ever lived, and that would be true. But if I have the value judgment of hundreds of millions of people to compare the standard to, and I know that I'm below that threshold and just decide that I'm above that threshold anyway,
I'm not the only
that's not
person who
based
makes
on
that
anything
decision.
objective.
See, again, look, if you're going to stand to me, if you're going to stand on your square and defend your argument, when she just got done saying the assessment of I don't care what anybody think of me, I know what I blah, 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 then look how she instantly going to the defense of what everybody, so-called everybody else is saying about her. That's what I'm saying.
If you decide that I'm above that threshold anyway,
Why?
I'm not the only
that's not
person who
based
makes
on
that
anything
decision.
objective.
I'm not the only person that make that decision. When you literally just got done saying, I don't care what anybody thinks. It's what I think. Now it's all what everybody else says. See, that's what I'm saying. No. If you tell me right now, Ty, what do you think of yourself? If I rate myself, I'm going to tell you I don't care what nobody else says. I will literally tell you that. I'm not going to say, well, you know what? My wife, I don't need that. I know within myself what I look like, and I know what I look like in the mirror. I know what I look like, aesthetically and all that. I don't need no justification because I see it myself. But I'm not going to be living in a world of delusion, knowing good and well. You know it. Come on, y'all. We all do it. You don't think everybody, you look at other men and you be like, oh, yeah. He might give me a little competition on the looks and all that. But if I look at his structure and his build and all that, I got dude beat. So if we was to stand up and be in like a type of thing to where women would pick, he might get me on the facial looks and all that. But if they look at the overall person, if they look at the overall thing, our body types, and I'm like in shape and very athletic, can still do everything I did when I was 18 years old, and I'm not bad looking, but all he got going for him is just the looks and nothing else, I might beat him out. You know what I'm saying? But if it's another dude, I'm looking at him like, yeah, dude, man, he gave me a little competition with the how he looks and all this. And dang, he in shape too. You know, so men, that's how we are. We always gonna look for where I might be able to get the edge on this dude. But I have not met one man that was super giant fat and will sit there and try to convince the whole world that he's like an 8 out of 10. And like, oh man, women come for me all the time. And you know, okay. That's your opinion, Ty. Yeah, it is. Okay. She said men come for her all the time. Okay. It's your thing. You can shake it how you want to. I'm just saying, all right.
Objective, you're just making shit up.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm not.
I agree.
Not based
I
on
agree with
any-
him. I agree with him that she's making that up.
Being
I'm sorry. That's
objective,
my
you're
opinion.
just making shit up.
No, I'm
Really
not,
asked us
babe.
our opinion, so yes, it was a made-up opinion from us.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah, but
It's
that
way
was
overstated.
that was
What's
the
true?
point. The only person who's not happy
Your
about that is you.
perception of your truth is not the same for myself or,
Thank you.
or
Amen,
anyone
hold on
else.
back.
Yeah, what is truth in a world
And
that
also,
you're
Exactly.
an 8?
and what societal standards in which country?
I must
In
love this
every
shit.
Look at the black dude right there. Cuz like, oh my God.
country that
Also,
you're
and,
an 8.
what societal standards in which country?
The whole
must
world.
love
In every
shit
country
outta you.
on planet Earth, she's not an 8.
Respectfully-
You're ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
In different places,
be
different
nice.
people
Let's
like
keep
different
things
things.
Yeah, he's so.
See what I'm saying, y'all? This is what I'm talking about. This is what a lot of y'all do. Now, I'm not trying to, look, I'm not hating on women. I'm just telling y'all the truth. It's not the bash y'all or anything like that. I'm just telling you the truth. Look how the women are trying to jump in there and like save her. Say he telling her the truth and they know it is, but well, that's all based on perception. That's not the whole world. In what world is anybody looking at her and going, Now, keep it honest. Y'all want to keep it real? Y'all want to keep it real? I'm being honest with y'all. Girls like this that I grew up around in the hood, white, just like that. I'm just being real. Grew up around the hood, and y'all might consider them to be trailer trash. We stayed in the hood, close to mobile homes, trailer homes, and all that. White girl like that, she was good for just giving head. My cousins, family members, that's what they were good. So when she say men pursue her, I would have been like, pursue you, and pursue you how? And then let's keep it real. Let's keep it a bean. Pursued you how? And whenever they pursued you, what were they trying to get out of you? I guarantee you, dudes ain't trying to smash it like that, and some will. Let's keep it real. Some will. That's all they're gonna be doing. But they're not gonna. For one, they're not gonna be caught with her. They're not gonna be seen with her. But they will sneak out 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to go over there and get some dome. That's what they would do. And I'm just being real with y'all. That's it. All right. So anyway, but it's just interesting to me that look how it is. They see that he's telling the truth, and it really is sticking. And now what they want to do is jump in there and try to save her. Well, you don't know. The perception is just you. I mean, your perception of your truth is not the perception of my truth. No, we looking at you. We looking right at you. Do you see what we see? So that's like saying, okay, if she go step on the weight scale, I'm not saying it's to make fun of her or nothing like that, because she definitely a 450 to 500 range. I'm telling y'all, I see patients like this all the time. She's definitely in that range, right? If she go step on the scale, you can't sit there and say that's the perception of the scale. I mean, that's not what I would weigh in all the world. I mean, I'm 100 pounds here in America, but if I go step on a scale over in Australia, it don't mean that, okay, all right, okay, if they take you to the stratosphere, you're not going to weigh anything. What are we talking about? See what I'm saying? No, that scale is telling the truth. And if that scale says you are 390 pounds, you can't go, oh, there's something ain't right about this. No, you 390 pounds. Now that you need to face the truth. And what they're keeping her from doing is facing the truth. So when they talk about perception, no. Perception is not reality, because sometimes perception can become greater than reality. And I did a TED talk on that whole thing. When people say perception is reality, no, it's not. Perception can become greater than reality. And in this case right here, y'all seeing it. Her perception is greater than reality.
Combative.
Country.
I must
In
love the
every
shit
country
outta you.
on planet Earth, she's not an 8. You're ridiculous.
I don't-
It's ridiculous.
In different
let's
places,
be
different
nice.
people
Let's
like
keep
different
things
things.
Yeah, he's so combative, bro. It's
See, look, now he's so combative. No, don't try to throw, no, we're not doing it. Don't try to, oh, you're so combative. You're all, no. You're only trying to do that to deflect away from me hitting you with these hardcore facts, and you know this. That's why you're trying to jump to something there. Well, you ain't the baddest person in. That's what they do. It's like you literally. I know you're taking it like he's just hammering you, but you need to understand. Somebody telling you the truth is not going to do anything more than to help you.
Wild.
Well,
He gets very upset and then he turns his face.
I live in reality.
I told you.
Do you know what reality
That
is?
is the bottom line here.
No, they
and
don't.
I've been respectful. Or how many
It's not
hours ago?
disrespectful. I'm just telling you what's true.
Oh, what was the
Yes.
what was the energy about me being a mother, bro?
That
the
was
energy
me.
you put towards it.
That was me
Guys,
being
let's,
able to.
No,
It's
I'm not.
interesting-
I'm
it's
not
interesting to
gonna. I
claim-
have been taking it respectfully for hours now.
But to be fair, also, it's interesting to claim to be so religious and so close to Jesus and be so negative.
This is what y'all do, you hyenas. Y'all do this. See, look, it's interesting that you're supposed. See, y'all even try. I love it when y'all try that crap with me. You supposed to be a Christian, and Christians ain't. Oh, like you a Christian, and you know what it's like to live this life. I love when they see. That's why they at whatever had me on y'all show. Man, you're a Christian. So you know what we're supposed to live like. It's so amazing that people who don't even live for God, not even trying to be a Christian or anything whatsoever, they know everything a Christian is supposed to do, how we're supposed to think, how we're supposed to talk, what we're supposed to do and not to do. They know everything about us, and they don't even live this life. Okay. Let's see what I'm saying, but at the same time, I'll be like, don't try to throw me being a Christian and all this stuff in here because I'm telling this girl the truth.
To tell the truth?
No, I'm just saying, just to be so
What would
negative.
Jesus do? He'd be like, "You're a 10,
He would literally
sweetheart.
turn the other.
Forget objective
He would
reality."
turn the other cheek.
No, look. He would turn the other cheek. No, it's clearly in the Bible that you're not supposed to be a gluttonous person. Hello. Ooh, I would love to be on this show. When they try to hit me with the Bible, I would rip them to pieces over it. She said that you're supposed to turn the other cheek. That's if you get smacked.
If I believed
he
in
would
Jesus,
turn
Like you're a 10.
I love people like that. They just throw scripture, but you're supposed to turn the other cheek. Girl, what are you talking about? Give me what the Bible said before you read that scripture. What did it say before that scripture? What did it say after that scripture for you to just come up with that conclusion that me telling this girl the truth is somehow equal to me turning the other cheek? What are you talking about? And like he said, Jesus would tell you the truth. This girl would be considered a gluttonous individual, and gluttony is not something that God looks upon as being, oh, it's okay. It's not. And she didn't get that way just because she got a disease. Stop the cap if you believe.
Sweetheart,
turn the other
forget
cheek.
objective
He would
reality.
turn the other cheek.
if I believed in
He would
Jesus,
turn the
he
other
would love
cheek.
me as one of God's children.
Yes.
He would have known that
Yes.
it's my
You're
journey and
negative.
my
Yes.
life.
But you know
embarrassing
you're
to the
fat
religious.
too.
It's the truth. It's the truth, man. That's the truth, y'all. Look, that's the truth. That's the flat out, God honest truth. Man,
Whether he loves you or not.
And you know what? Being fat is not bad.
It's embarrassing though to
And
claim
that's
the
the
religion you
fundamental
have.
disagreement we
which
have.
is how
Insane.
She just said, yo, I know I'm pausing this, but I have to. Yes, it is. This is where I think y'all wanted me to really
Negative.
kick in
How
with the medical
Fat
stuff.
is not bad.
It's embarrassing though to
And
claim
that's
the
the
religion you
fundamental
have,
disagreement we
which is
have.
how
insane.
negative.
Just fucking
it
crazy.
is. Yeah,
Like-
there's gonna be other people who are gonna be like, I don't claim this because it's like this is part of the reason why you're hypocritical.
There's
As
no
far as-
No, he's
you're
not
claiming
hypocritical.
To love and be this one big thing, and then to be so negative instead of encouraging or say even anything in actual.
Love thy neighbor,
best
love
form of
fat,
ex-
right?
See what I'm saying? You want to tell me how to think and what I should be saying to her when the conversation was about rating yourself. This is what y'all do. I'm not talking about just women or anything. I'm talking about individuals that think like her. When I say individuals, that can be a man or a woman, fat, skinny, medium-sized, muscular, puny. That mindset is what I'm talking about right now. And that's one thing I will not allow you to do and try to get over me with. This girl tried to throw Bible in there. Look what I'm saying. Because you're a Christian, you're not supposed to be negative. Jesus flipped tables. Jesus literally called a person a devil to their face. What are you talking about? Jesus called people hypocrites. He said, woe to you scribes and you Pharisees, you hypocrites. What is she talking about? Jesus flipped tables. He wouldn't have been negative. No, we would have told you the truth, which is what happened right here. You tell the truth, but when you got somebody trying to back you up, one of the worst things you can do is back up somebody like this and make them feel that how they are and what they're doing is okay, when in the end it's going to end up damaging them. It's one of those things I used to always say about whenever my sons were little. Whenever they got disciplined by me, I didn't allow them to go to their mom. I didn't allow them to do it. I didn't allow them to go over to their mom like, yeah, because my wife, she's very nurturing, very sweet. My wife was like, oh, come here. See you, I'm not, Go sit your butt in the room. I want you to wallow and be shamed and cry about what you did, so your brain can kick in and your conscience will kick in, and you'll be in denial a little bit. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do nothing. But then your brain will sit there and say, yeah, you know your dad told you not to do that though. You see what I'm saying? But what you do, you don't jump to the defense of a person, because if you keep on jumping to the defense of a person that's doing actions that are completely wrong and detrimental to them, you are enabling them to be fatter. You are enabling them to be unhealthy. And I completely wholeheartedly disagree with her when she just got done saying, listen to this.
That is not bad. It's embarrassing.
Fat is bad. Okay, now let's get into it. And she's going to say fundamentally.
Name the religion you have.
The fundamental disagreement that they have is that fat is not bad. No, fundamentally, fat. Now, you're not, I'm just going to keep it real. She's not fat. She's morbidly obese. Okay? And we all know this. The body is a very resilient creation that God made. And let me tell y'all something about the body. And yes, this is, you could say, one of my fields of expertise here, because I deal with patients like this. Your body was not meant to handle that amount of stress you put on it, because if it was, you wouldn't have problems created when you put that amount of weight on your body. Your body should not be completely out of breath from you walking 10 to 100 feet. You should not be out of breath. Your bone structure should not be under that amount of tremendous stress, causing muscle tissues and things to become malfunction, causing them to become malunion. They get off. It should not happen to an extent to where all of a sudden your organs are having to do things that it was not meant to do. Overworking the heart, overworking the kidneys, overworking the liver. The metabolism can't even keep up with it. And all of a sudden you develop all these other ailments: diabetes, high blood pressure, diverticulitis, elephantitis, lymphedema, malnutrition. All those things would not be there if you were not morbidly obese like this girl is right here. Now, the reason why I can say all that, because she is the one that indicated that she had those issues. How? She said, I started doing it for health reasons. You can't say there's nothing fundamentally wrong with being fat when you earlier just got done saying you started losing weight, not because of aesthetic, but because of health reasons. See how I would have ate her apart on that? And I don't care. I missed thing. I wouldn't even engage with her. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking to her, blah, 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 talking to her. I would have kept on doing it until she shut up. Talking to her, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking to her. Oh, so now you're just trying to assert your toxic masculinity, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Call it what you want to, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking to her. Listen up here. The wife of the Kool-Aid man. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. See what I'm saying? That absolutely makes no sense. And this is how you're damaging people. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. Individuals like this girl right here, and I'm not saying this to shame her, but I just want y'all to think about something, because also the other people who will be affected by her is anyone else that has to help her. Whether they got to help her get up the steps, whether they got to help her get in. I'm not saying they do. They got to help her get in the car. I'm not saying they do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just giving y'all some examples of people like her that this people have to help with. That they got to help her get up out of that chair. That some shape, form, or fashion, she has to be put in certain situations where accommodations have to be made. She has to buy 2 airplane seats. And let me raise y'all another thing right here too. And I don't care. I am an in-shape person. I am in a very good shape to be 41, getting ready to be 42. Okay? I have 12.5% body fat. Okay? When I go and work out, I stink. I stink when I go and work out. I stink. Soon as I get in the house, I say, hey to my wife, you go take a shower. And don't put the clothes, when you put the clothes down, put them in the basket. Don't let the clothes touch the carpet. Don't let the clothes, you stink. Go take a shower. Boom. Now, what if I was to get upset? Oh man, you body shaming me. You smell shaming me, wife. You smell shaming me. The reason why I'm telling y'all that is this. For me to be in that good of shape, 12.5% body fat, when I work out, I smell. Okay? I smell. I admit that. I should smell. I did some crazy hardcore sweating in the gym. I smell in all cracks and crevices. Let's keep it real. Let's be real. With that being said, that's at 12.5% body fat. I guarantee you or your money back, this girl has crevices and creases and things on her that smell. They develop, I'm keeping it real, I'm not hating, I'm just saying, this is what I would be saying to them. Y'all up here enabling this girl with trying to defend her when she got places on her to smell that y'all wouldn't even think to smell. I'm not talking about the armpits, the private area, the butt, the feet. I'm talking about folds. Folds underneath here. Folds in the arm right here. The folds right here. All in the back of her neck. Creases in her. I'm telling y'all the truth. These are patients we see all the time. It smells really, really, really bad. And then they can end up developing yeast there. Underneath the boobs and stuff like that. Wherever there's a fold at and there's moisture there and it builds up, they can end up developing yeast there. And I'm telling y'all for a reason, because for her to say fundamentally being fat is not bad, yes, it is. Yes, it is. And think about it. If you were not fat, those things that I just named off to you guys, you wouldn't be dealing with that. Now, would you? Now, the other concern I would have on that is, honestly, I'm keeping it real. I told y'all, yes, this area is an expertise of mine because we dealt and deal with patients that are like her. I guarantee you she has something to assist her to wipe. Guaranteed or your money back. And I'm telling you, based off of her arms right now, she cannot lean over and bend over and wipe her butt like most of us can. She can't. She can't. I would be very impressed if she could. She got to probably move something out. No, she has an assistive device that she has to reach down there and use. And it looks like a wand, and it has a little piece on the end that you can connect your tissue into and push your tissue in, and the tissue is spread open. You have to open your legs, lean forward, and push back, and bring it up and fold it and drop it. Put another piece in there, and you got to push back. I guarantee you, this girl is using an assistive device to wipe herself. I'm talking about when she poops. That's what I'm saying. How inconvenient is that? I know y'all like, bro, oh my God. But what I'm telling you, how inconvenient is that? Now, this is the reality that I like to talk about when people like her get on here and do things like this. That's the reality. So now you're going to tell me, after all those things I just told y'all, I'm telling you, if I go to, let's just say, I'll keep it real. If I work out, I'm showering. But if I'm just like in my basic clinical business attire, if I go to work, I'm sitting at the office, whatever like that. I come home, I'm not about to take no shower. I took a shower last night. You know what I'm saying? I took a shower last night. I woke up, got on business attire, went to work, did some talking, had meetings and everything like that, talked to a few patients, washed my hands, go home, switching out to my jogging pants. I'm not taking a shower. I didn't do nothing that extensive to smell. Okay? Now, the next day might be a different ball game. Okay? Now, all I'm saying that for is this. Can we tell the truth here? For her to say that these men are pursuing her, and I just told y'all there is no way physiologically that she can reach, kinesthetically, there's no way that this woman is able to reach parts of her body to clean it, which means it's going to smell. Those men are pursuing you. I would call cap. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but well, that's your perception. Okay. Maybe they like stanking. Maybe they like stanking. Maybe they like the smell of yeast. Maybe they like the smell of you missed the spot in your back when you tried to wipe your poop. Maybe they like the smell of that sourness that's in between those cracks and crevices behind your thighs and everything like that. Because it's there. I'm not saying it to hate on the girl. I'm not saying it to shame her. I'm just telling her, and I'm telling you guys the God honest truth. But then you got people that want to jump in there and defend her. Oh, you don't. I know my word, and that's what I'm saying. So yes, ma'am, you may not think it does. It does not matter. That weight scale did not lie. You may not think that being like you are doesn't devalue you. Yes, it does. It devalues you. Your body is telling you. Her body is telling her that she's devaluing her own body. That's why it aches. That's why it hurts. That's why you develop hypertension. That's why you develop diabetes, diverticulitis. All these different things come because you put on the excessive weight that your body was not meant to handle. Plain and simple. Now, some of y'all was like, well, how in the world? How is she malnutrition? Y'all, a lot of people that are obese, they're malnutrition. Now, when you think about a person that's malnutrition, everybody wants to think about a person that's very, hold on for a second. That is malnutrition. You instantly want to go to a individual that is skinny. That's not the case. Obese people, a lot of obese people are very malnutrition. See, because they're eating all these empty calories, food that don't have no nutrients or anything like that. So the thing is, your body survives. Your body is supposed to live off of nutrients, but your body can also live off of fat and carbs, okay? But the body, in order to keep the body functions going, the things that the body that keeps you basically living, the body needs the nutrients. And if you're eating a whole bunch of processed stuff that got things in it that you cannot even pronounce, and those things that you can't pronounce, if you type them up and look it up, it has nothing to do with the nutritional value that your body needs every day. Your body still feels hungry. What feeds your body, when you eat, what's supposed to feed your body are the nutrients and the macronutrients and the vitamins and the nutrients that are in there. That's what feeds your body till your body goes, okay, I'm good. But if you're eating things that have no nutritional value in it whatsoever, you may feel full, but then within a little bit of time, your body goes, hey, I'm hungry. You're like, how am I hungry again? Because your body was not nutritionally supplied. But you can be tricked in your mind thinking that I just ate. Why am I? And that's why you hear a lot of obese people saying, I just keep on eating. I can't stop, because your body is not being nutritionally supplied. And the people that pushes this stuff out with the processed food and all stuff like that, they know this. But then they'll turn around and tell you, you have a disease. Obesity is now labeled as a disease. That way we can treat it medicinally, giving you medication now. Come on, I know what I'm talking about. I work in medicine. Anyway, let me move on, y'all. That gave y'all some free medical advice. Didn't cost y'all nothing. Again, make sure y'all hit the like button while y'all in here. Appreciate you guys all being in here with me right now. Let's get ready to go ahead and hear some more.
How negative.
Just fucking crazy.
Like, there's going to be other people who are going to be like, I don't claim this, because it's like, this is part of the reason why you're hypocritical.
There's no hypocrisy.
You're claiming to love and be this one big thing, and then to be so negative, instead of encouraging or say even anything in actually
the best form of encouragement is what she's
a
getting.
constructive way, you kind of just get pink and start yelling.
The only way.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. To me, I'm like, okay, nice try. That's not going to work. A lot of times, just like that right there, people think they're slick with that. They have nothing really intellectually to say to rebuttal you, so they resort to wanting to fight, or to resort to trying to find some shape, form, way to throw a shot, to throw you off track. Don't work. Don't work.
It's real, like,
the only way that I can
Now, what if he was to say to her, well, you get real black? Oh, now you a racist. Now you a
get a word in when you shrill harpies are screeching is for me to talk loudly.
Oh, no, you're really great at over talking. It's one of your best qualities.
Well, I have to.
See how the conversation changed? You're really good at over talking. You're really good. No, I'm really good at explaining and breaking things down that y'all keep on diverting from.
Cut down on the prattle. That's true.
Push back on Pink after all of that.
I'm a terrible moderator, okay? I'm a dog shit moderator. Okay, hold on. Let me just come in really quick. All right, put your swords away for just a sec. The views expressed by the panelists do not...
For sure.
No, but do you think all men are 10s?
In their own right, for
Would-
sure.
In their, I don't really understand. No, but do you think all men are 10s?
Yo, this
In their own right, for
Would-
sure.
In their, I don't really understand. In
I
their
just-
own
I can
right, for
appreciate
sure.
Things just I can appreciate things that I'm not necessarily attracted to. Does that make sense?
But do you think?
So in
bro, come on, man. They boy.
Same question.
Yeah.
Are all women 10s?
I'm attracted to men.
See, that's not the question.
No, I'm not saying whether you're attracted to them, but I'm
Yeah, so
sure you
but
could.
that
I'm
has
sure
to
you
do
can
with- it's
recognize a
perceptive.
beautiful woman.
perceptive.
But do you think all women are 10s?
In their own right, for sure.
What? Not sure what that means, but okay. Are all men 10s?
In their own right, for sure.
No, but do you think all men are 10s?
In their own right, for
Would-
sure.
In their, I don't really understand. In
I
their
just-
own right, for
appreciate
sure.
Things just I can appreciate things that I'm not necessarily attracted to. Does that make sense?
But do you think?
No.
so in your eye, are all men 10s? Like just aesthetically, so just by looks.
Because
And women.
Okay, so
and women.
Okay.
because I know that someone thinks they're a 10 in my mind, that's good enough to be part of the 10. Yes. Would I necessarily date them? Maybe not.
Well-
But as far as like believing they're a 10, I know. For instance, is ice cream bad just because someone doesn't like the ice cream? No, everyone's gonna have their different opinion of it. And so the fact that someone likes green mint ice cream, for me, it might not be my percent, but does it make it bad ice cream? No, it could still be good ice cream. So for that person, maybe they're not necessarily.
Right, but the question is, do you think? See what I'm saying? Do you think that? You didn't have to give the analogy of the ice cream. They clearly understand this. That's why they want to know if you think that everybody is a 10. Well, there might be people out there that think that they're a 10, but that doesn't mean we're not asking what other people. We're asking what do you think? Boy, whatever, y'all need to get a hold of
Would
me.
I date them? But do I believe they should think they are a 10 is what I said earlier. Yes, I believe they should think they are a 10.
I
think
Yeah, get it.
I think
Juice,
all
she
people should love
crazy.
So if we
themselves.
ask the question a
It
different
sucks
way,
so much to
I
not
think
love
over just a
themselves.
lot
if
of
you
times.
mapped it onto reality, if you just mapped it onto reality,
Okay,
then
so
what
it's
She
would
not-
you,
can't. They don't live in reality.
yeah, what would you say then if you mapped it onto reality?
What do you mean?
Are all women's 10 if you mapped it onto reality, rather than how you kind of subjectively feel like they should feel about themselves? If you were to map it onto reality outside of that subjective
I think it
analysis,
would vary depending on where I'm at.
you're in Kazakhstan.
I don't know
Yes.
what the women are
So,
like. though.
so what would you say?
Pretty hot, I'd
For
say.
example, what would you say?
Stacked.
What would you say Scarlett Johansson would be aesthetically, cross-culturally to most men? Do you think
guess
most
it
men would
depends on
find her
which
attractive?
country.
Russian milk.
It depends on what's.
Can't even answer the question. I think it depends on what country. Notice y'all. He didn't see. I would love this. Girl, I didn't ask you. What do you think Russia would? What do you think Australia would think of Scarlett Johansson? I didn't ask you what do you think Canada. I asked you what would you think of Scarlett Johansson aesthetically. What do you think? Well, I think it depends on the country. No, you're right here in America. I'm asking you right now in America. What do you? Oh my God.
Talking from someone who you guys all would not find to be attractive. Like I'm not someone you're into.
That's how you divert. She grabbed the steering wheel
I
and
know
diverted.
there's men who think that I'm the shit, and different countries I go, like we were talking about it last time. Like I might be like, and someone was clowning. They're like, she's not a Seattle 10, but like I think it really depends on
No.
where you're at.
what country could Scarlett Johansson be considered not pretty in?
I don't know. I haven't been to all the countries.
Could you
See, that's how you won't be able to answer
even
the question.
envision that there is one?
I could, yeah.
You could?
What would you speculate?
I would speculate
okay, I
that the area where it would be attractive would be in a culture where the people look like that.
Which is what?
Like Sweden.
So you don't
Scandinavian
think?
countries.
So what you saying? Europe? Just Europe in general?
I mean, sure, it depends on. I mean, I just think
you don't
it
think
depends.
Africa either?
It depends. I'm probably South Africa. I don't know. I mean, it
Why would you say South Africa if you've never been to South Africa, according to your logic?
just depends. Like I'm going to go different places and people are going to receive me different. I was considered to be beautiful in China, but not necessarily someone they would be attracted to, if that makes sense. And when I went to Trinidad, I was the shit. In California, people don't really care that much because I'm not necessarily their societal standards of beauty. So I really think it depends on where I'm at or where the person's at.
I'm not trying to be mean here, but I don't think you're a 10.
I know you said that.
What did she say?
I'm
See, look, Catholic. That's why it's Catholic.
I was raised Catholic. What does that have to do with anything?
here we have
Look how she always trying to jump to the defense of people. Like, and you know what? Actually, when you look at this, she has like what they call like a histrionic syndrome, where she, no matter what it is, she always wants to draw the attention to her. Although they were talking to the lady in the red, she somehow wanted to jump in there so all the attention can be on her. Then he ended up talking to the girl right then and there, and somehow she went back in like she's defending him, but yet at the same time, she's seeking the attention. So if you had that much confidence in yourself, when nobody is talking to you and you insert yourself in there, why are you trying to get these men's attention? Oh, is it possible that you have a low self-esteem of yourself and you want to, hey, look at me, I have something to say, I can make myself sound smart? I'd have called that stuff out. Oh, at whatever. Y'all need to get a hold of me and have me on y'all show.
We have another conversational thread here that we can get into. Misty, last time we were on, we got into a big, fun debate. We were talking about the patriarchy and systems and oppressor oppressed. We talked.
Hold on, I want y'all to listen to this part right here. Let's see.
Don't object to, or you do object perhaps to men caring about body count. You think it shouldn't matter so much. You think it shouldn't be such a big deal. What's your body count?
I don't have an exact number. I have an idea.
Range is fine.
Probably somewhere between 50 to 60.
50 to 60, okay.
Did I just hear this girl say that her body count was between 50 and 60? Wherever it is that she's from, whatever town it is, we need to see if there's 50 or 60 men missing. Stop, Ty, stop. Bruh, look here. If she, by the standards of the whole entire world, if she was the most beautiful woman in the world, had the most beautiful body in the world, and she told me that her body count was 50 to 60, I still would have the same response. Okay. Yeah, let's hear that again.
What's your body count?
I don't have an exact number. I have an idea.
Range is fine.
Probably somewhere between 50 to 60.
Okay, I like I said earlier, 50 to 60 men definitely got some head. They definitely got BJs. Let's keep it real. Do y'all even know how physiologically that would have to happen for them to even put something inside that? I mean, unless you a ding-a-ling king, you pushing like 15 inches of horse ding-a-ling. You ain't just, okay, let me stop. I'm messing, y'all.
50 to 60, okay. Farah?
I couldn't be on the show. My facial expressions would be just all over the place. Like, y'all, you can read. I can't play poker. I don't even know how to play it. There's no need to. Although I can put on a poker face. But in situations like this, I mean, now, one of them dudes are just kind of looking like, oh, okay. I'll be like, okay.
Into the mic.
0.
Okay.
Now, just real quick, because after the last panel, when you said that, a ton of people went nutso in my Discord and said that they had video of you saying the opposite of that. And that you basically are just LARPing and just pretending that that's true. And I'm not saying that they're right, because I don't know. I'm just saying that that's what they say.
If I had to guess what they're responding to is I make skits on TikTok, kind of like satirical skits about discussions of gender. So I have like an off-screen male voice, so he'll ask me a question, or I'll read a question being like, what's your body count? And it's all scripted, and I'll say something like 8, and then he'll say like, that's disgusting, and I'll ask him like a question response. So they're responding to like, yeah, skits.
Okay, because every time I've talked with you, it's always been the same. So I had no reason to doubt it, but I had seen that, so I thought I'd ask.
Oh, I don't share.
Range? You want to do
I
a
don't
range?
share.
Range.
I don't share.
Okay.
Good answer.
Probably like 8
Probably like 8
or 9.
or 10
8 or 9.
or 10.
No, not 10.
I still would be like, dang. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's me. That's me. Whew.
8 or 9. Okay. All right.
Not 10.
I will not be sharing.
Your turn.
Maddie.
What?
Okay. Well, you've shared before.
Yeah,
She has a boyfriend.
I do.
Multiply
Yeah.
it by 3, and that's the real number.
So wait. I mean, that doesn't apply to me. Let me be clear. I wouldn't. I mean, if I'm saying that high of a number, if it was higher, I would say it was higher. I would say it was.
Okay.
Just to be clear, I don't think that applies to this situation. Next time you have to say 20 because you know they're already going to multiply.
Yeah, so actually
That
it's
was well
20.
done.
Only thing that's multiplied is her.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Cool.
Cap, man.
Good talk.
Her lot.
Wait, Brian,
All right.
how many are you at? We just skipped you, and we skipped all the men.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. We'll do the men. We'll do the guys.
Yeah, what do you
Okay.
mean? Why would we not do the men?
I don't know. I've
Right,
lost
that's
count.
true.
I've been around the block.
Dang.
Have you said it before on the show?
Yeah, I have said it.
What is it?
I said it was probably between 50 and 60.
Woo! Jesus.
Three, and you have the number.
You guys got something in common.
I think the quote in the movie is like divided by 3 for men.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because men
Ouch.
will lie.
You should have
but I
said
lost
150, bro.
Mason.
0.
Oh, I'm married. I can't disclose that kind of information. If you're not willing to, I'll tell you what. I'll go if you go.
No, we'll be doing that.
No, I'll go if
I'm
you
not
go.
married. I'm not doing that. When I
Yeah, I
lock
know.
something down,
That's
then we
fine.
can come back here. I got you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Why
I
would
don't
that
know what that has to do with anything. I'll definitely go if you go.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
tell.
I
I'll say
don't
if
really
you-
care
He'll
that
go.
much.
So for me.
If I show you yours, you show me mine. The hell?
Okay, all right. It's good times. I'm curious, going around the table.
That
going
wasn't
around-
even like a thing when I.
I'd rather not speak about that. All right, going around the table, who here considers themselves a feminist?
All right. Yep, we're not about to get into that part right there. I just pretty much, y'all, I just wanted to show y'all that video right there of what I showed you earlier with how this individual right here thinks of herself. And it's very unfortunate that we have a lot of people in our world today that see themselves and view themselves that way, and they're living in complete denial. They're living in complete delusion. And in the end, all those things I described to you guys is going to catch up with them. I don't care what she says. She's battling with multiple issues. She said it herself, but she didn't even have to say it. I already knew what she was battling with. But ladies and gentlemen, just me. That's just me in my mind. I think I would have a problem when I try to reach over and wipe my butt knowing that I can't do it no more. Like when you can't even wipe your own butt, I would have some problems. Knowing that the minute I couldn't reach it, knowing that every time I walk, my butt cheeks is just smudging it. That's me. But then, like I said, being in the profession that I'm in right now, even when I was going through school, no matter if you're a doctor, nurse, PA, therapist, no matter what, CNA, all of us had to sit there and be on ground zero, help turn patients, wipe patients, clean patients. And it is not fun. It's very humbling. I'm not saying like, oh, it's humiliating. It's very humbling. You learn a lot. And a lot of times you want to feel sorry for them. But let me just tell y'all something right now. As a director, my employees, when I go and talk to, if this woman came to one of my clinics and she had to stay in those clinics for maybe 3 or 4 weeks to get herself rehab before returning home because something happened to her, I go in there and I have a talk with those patients like her. And I would tell her, just to let you know, it is at our staff discretion whether they're going to help pull you up, pick you up, and all this, because they are putting themselves at risk because you decided not to take care of yourself. Now you are endangering my employees. So the nurses them know to come and ask the director, hey, go ask Ty, what should we do? And if this lady said, it felt so humiliating, they lifted me up with a Hoyer, I can get up. All they had to do is grab onto me and help me. It's at their discretion whether they want to risk hurting themselves and their back, you falling. They're putting themselves at risk because you decided not to take care of yourself, because you're living in this delusional world that you got this sickness, when all along it has everything to do. Let's be real. You like eating, and you like eating bad. You like eating all the sweets. You like eating all out all the time. You like eating, then you don't work out or diet or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with the stuff if you do it in modesty. But you enjoy eating the way that you do. You enjoy eating out. Don't sit there, well, I do this because of comfort. And no, you don't. You do it because you like it. Plain and simple. And because of that, now other employees are at risk of hurting their backs, getting a herniated disc, breaking their legs. Yes, I've had people, they didn't work for me at the time, but I've had people that when I was on the opposite end, when I was a clinician and treating patients, I've had other therapists, I've had other doctors, had other PAs, we had other nurses. All these people have had a patient like her fall and landed on their leg and they broke their leg. See what I'm saying? And then they get humiliated when we say, okay, if y'all don't have a Hoyer lift in y'all facilities, that lady is going to be a max assist of 5 people. And preferably, I'd rather have it men. Say what you want to. Oh, women, no, y'all cannot. To let y'all know that you cannot, the patients themselves don't even trust women to go in there and help transfer them. So now you feel humiliated because you got to be lifted up with a Hoyer. Now you feel humiliated because they're calling for 4 or 5 people to turn your butt to the side so they can wipe your butt. Then they got to turn you to the other side and wipe your butt. Now you feel humiliated because you so dang on big, you can't even fit on the toilet in our facilities. Now you got to sit on a bedpan. Yes, you're going to be supine. We're going to use the Hoyer to lift you up, lower you back down onto a bedpan. You got to lay on your back and pee and poop. And then when you get done, somebody got to raise you up again, move the bedpan, and then they got to sit there and clean and wipe you. But you okay though. Fundamentally, you're okay. The heck out of here. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all, don't forget, double check to make sure that y'all are subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button before y'all get out of here. Appreciate y'all all being in here. If y'all want to make comments after this video, I will really appreciate that. You guys all have a cell phone in your hand. Please let others know about this channel. Share this and have them subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate if y'all do that. Shout out to my moderator, Red, who has been holding it down, been faithful and loyal. Every time I go live, you are there. Really, really appreciate you, sis. I really, really appreciate everything you're doing to keep this channel floating during our live stream, sis. Really appreciate you, Wendy. All right, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video.